Childhood Anakin Skywalker. Born in 41 BBY on the desert planet of Tatooine, Anakin was a slave raised by his mother, Shmi. Mysteriously, he had no father, and Shmi claimed he was conceived by the Force itself. Even as a child, Anakin displayed incredible abilities, pod racing at lightning speed, understanding machines intuitively, and even building his own protocol droid, C-3PO. At just 9 years old, he was discovered by Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn, who believed Anakin was the chosen one, destined to bring balance to the Force. Initially, the Jedi Council deemed him too old and sensed too much fear in him to be trained. However, because Qui-Gon's dying wish was for Obi-Wan to train the boy, the Council ultimately allowed Obi-Wan to take Anakin as his Padawan. Padawan Anakin. As a Padawan, Anakin was gifted but headstrong, often questioning Jedi rules and testing Obi-Wan's patience. He spent his teenage years training in lightsaber combat, studying the Force, and going on missions across the galaxy. Anakin's skills grew rapidly. He became known for his bravery, quick reflexes, and talent as a pilot. Despite his promise, the Jedi Council often worried about Anakin's strong emotions and deep attachments, especially his secret love for Padme Amidala. Still, his abilities couldn't be denied. By the time the Clone Wars erupted, Anakin was an experienced Padawan, fighting alongside Obi-Wan on many fronts, until he finally earned the rank of Jedi Knight during the first year of the Clone Wars. Jedi Knight Anakin. To gain his knighthood, Anakin led a daring assault to rescue thousands of Republic hostages captured by the Separatists on Presitlin. His leadership and sheer force power saved the day, earning him a battlefield knighthood without undergoing the traditional Jedi trials. He participated in key battles such as the Battle of Christophsis, the defense of Kamino, and the liberation of Coruscant. Anakin was renowned for his exceptional piloting skills and his proficiency in lightsaber combat, particularly Form 5 Gemso, which he used to devastating effect against Count Dooku aboard the Invisible Hand during the Battle of Coruscant. This was one of his most impressive feats and a testament to his skill and power. He also trained a Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, who served under him until she left the Jedi Order. Ahsoka became extremely powerful in her own right and survived Order 66, in part due to Anakin's training. Although Anakin never achieved the rank of Master, he did earn a seat on the Jedi Council at the request of Chancellor Palpatine, replacing Evan Piel. Mortis Anakin. This version of Anakin foreshadowed his true potential and fall to the dark side. On Mortis, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka met the Father, the Daughter, and the Son, beings who embodied balance, the light side, and the dark side. The Father tested Anakin and showed him visions of his future as Darth Vader, confirming Anakin was the chosen one. At one point, Anakin used his power to control both the Son and the Daughter at once, proving his unique potential to bring balance to the Force. Although the Father offered him the chance to take his place as the Keeper of Balance, Anakin refused. His memories of these events were later erased to protect the timeline. Knightfall Vader. This version of Anakin refers to his transformation into Darth Vader after killing Mace Windu and includes Operation Knightfall as well as his climactic duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar. This is pre-suit Darth Vader, and arguably the most powerful version of Anakin seen yet as he tapped into the dark side without holding back. During Operation Knightfall, which was his mission to sack the Jedi Temple, Vader is so powerful that he effortlessly defeats Sindralig, the Order's battlemaster, as well as numerous other master knights and Padawans. His loss to Obi-Wan was primarily due to his emotional turmoil and Obi-Wan's knowledge of Anakin's fighting style, not because Obi-Wan was more powerful than him. Canon Darth Vader. After being severely injured on Mustafar, Vader was rebuilt inside a black life support suit and mask that kept him alive but restricted his mobility and caused constant pain. The constant pain fueled his connection to the dark side, enabling him to surpass his Knightfall-era self in power. In canon, Vader never truly breaks the rule of two, as he never takes an official Sith apprentice. However, he and Palpatine do bend the rule by leading the Inquisitorius. Vader's feats in canon include hunting down surviving Jedi after Order 66, defeating Kirak Infilla, and surviving direct blaster fire and explosions. He demonstrates advanced Force abilities, such as Force Choke and telekinesis powerful enough to bring down ships. Vader's presence alone inspires terror, cementing him as one of the most iconic villains in cinematic history. Legends Darth Vader. In Legends, Vader gains his lightsaber by creating a hilt similar to his old Jedi hilt and using a synthetic red lightsaber crystal forged through the dark side of the Force. This differs from canon, where Vader bleeds the green crystal of Cara Infilla to turn it red after defeating the Jedi Master. In Legends, Vader repeatedly breaks the rule of two by taking multiple apprentices while still serving as the apprentice to Darth Sidious. The most famous of these are Galen Marek, also known as Starkiller, and Shira Bree, also known as Lumia. Vader's feats in Legends include defeating Starkiller, an immensely powerful Force user capable of pulling Star Destroyers from the sky, collapsing a massive Durasteel ceiling to crush fleeing Jedi with his raw telekinetic strength, and shrugging off direct blaster fire without injury, showcasing his near-invincible resilience. Dark Dimension Vader. This powerful and hypothetical version of Vader comes from the Marvel comic series Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, specifically issue number 19. In the story, Vader delves deep into the dark side on Mustafar, opening a portal to a metaphysical dark dimension. Here, his essence is unleashed, unburdened by his suit. It's less a physical form and more a powerful vision, a raw manifestation of his connection to the dark side. He confronts his past, including haunting visions of Padme, and showcases immense, terrifying power. The dark dimension is a fan-created term. The actual event in the comic is a vision or a spiritual experience, not a real place in the Star Wars universe. World Between Worlds Anakin. World Between Worlds Anakin is a metaphysical manifestation of Anakin Skywalker, appearing in the Force realm known as the World Between Worlds. He isn't bound by time or physical form and shifts between Jedi and Sith aspects, reflecting his full legacy. While he displays immense knowledge, authority, and power in guiding others, like Ahsoka, he doesn't show direct control over time or reality. He exists as a Force-bound presence, not a combatant or time traveler, and serves more as a spiritual guide than a godlike entity. Force Ghost Anakin. Force Ghost Anakin is Anakin Skywalker's spirit, appearing after his physical death as a luminous presence through the Force. As a ghost, he retains his identity, wisdom, and connection to the living, offering guidance and emotional closure to others. However, he can't physically fight, change events, or directly influence the material world beyond limited appearances and communication. Anakin appears as a Force ghost at the end of Return of the Jedi after his redemption, as well as in the Ahsoka series.